We are losing the ancient texts? This is not a drill. Hi, what's up? How are we today? It's Mebby, and I have recently been brutally reminded that I have been chronically online for the majority of my life. Why's that? Let's get into it, okay. Now, a couple of weeks ago, this edit went viral on TikTok. And yes, TikTok. It's back. She's back. Anyway, before it got banned for 12 hours, which is the funniest thing. That happened last night, sorry, it's still fresh for me. Moving on. A few weeks before that happened, this video went viral on TikTok and Instagram Reels.
I told you so, you know I hate to say it. I told you so, you know I hate to say it, but I told you so. Show another show, just of the feeling you could say it's just the way you are. Make no excuse another stupid reason.
I was sent this TikTok multiple times. A lot of my friends just sent it on over to me. What makes people look at this and think of me? I don't know. A little confused on that part right now. And I mean, I thought this video was fairly normal. It was a really good edit. So I went down to the comments, and the comments shocked me to my core. Comments saying like, oh, my jaw dropped. This is so random. My mom would believe this. Insinuating that it's AI. No, that is the hard work of a human person. Thank you. And a lot of people just screaming, what is going on? What's going on? What's going on? I'll tell you what is going on. What's going on is people who weren't on this side of YouTube and Tumblr back in the early 2010s are being gagged right now. G-A-G-G-E-D. Gagged. That was the stupidest thing I've ever said. There is so much to be said about this edit. It is insanely clean. It's super cool to see this kind of content being brought back and utilized on TikTok. And it may be one of the best Walla Wah edits I've seen in a while. And I love that we're saying Walla Wah. I love that so much. It's so stupid. But I guess that is what I think when I look at Walla Wah. But despite all of that, I do feel that it is important to explain what is happening to those who, you know, weren't glued to their iPads and laptops from the age of 8 years old. Not me though. Couldn't be me. Moving on. To quote the TikToks under that video, what is going on? A lot of people's biggest confusion with this is they don't even know each other. What's going on? What do you mean? They don't. That is the point, babes. This is a whole fandom. In the early 2010s, people found movie characters made and written in similar styles, and, you know, they thought they would be pretty good friends, so they just made that happen. They spoke it into the universe. And because of that, people created a whole fandom, and the name of this fandom was Rise of the Brave Tangled Dragons. 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 Rubbed, if you will. But you might be thinking, Mavis isn't in that though, so that doesn't just calm down. Calm down. She comes in later. This isn't about her right now. So Rise of the Brave Tangled Dragons, if you haven't put it together, is the collaboration of 4 movies. And we call the characters chosen from these movies the Big 4. Now those 4 movies are Rise of the Guardians, Brave, Tangled, and How to Train Your Dragon. All classics. They went triple platinum in my living room with a 90-minute standing ovation from an 8-year-old me. So in this stage of CGI, when all these movies came out, the characters kind of just had a similar style and look to them. They also were following a certain kind of character archetype. Am I using that word right? I'm a film major, I should know this. What is an archetype? Am I stupid? Yes! Yes, I believe I used it right. Let's go! Archetype. A very typical example of a certain person or thing. Screenshotting that definition for later. I believe these 4 movies were released in between 2010 and 2012, which was also the peak period of YA dystopian novels. Not even dystopian, just YA novels. You have your group of found family characters all going on an adventure, and even though they're found family, some of them are making out in the woods back there. But it's okay, because they might die soon, but they never do. Don't worry. Only sometimes they die. You know what I just described? Every single YA novel that has ever been written in the 2010s. Because they're all main characters in animated kids movies, they all have these traits that are noticeably positive and spunky and have them stand out in certain ways. And that makes it easy to connect with them, write based off of them, get a good grasp of who their character is because they're the character we know best. And it also means we can imagine how they'll interact with other characters around their age. And when you put all of those things together in multiple characters, people were putting the puzzle pieces together where like, these guys should be friends. And then they made them friends. They made them best friends. And they made them lovers in some cases. But we'll get into that later. Because these 4 characters were now put into their own group as opposed to being their own solo story, they started to be assigned, you know, certain colors, certain traits that were theirs individually and how they would interact when they came into a group. So it was like a big kids TV show about this group of ragtag people. That was just a really long-winded way of explaining that. I'm so sorry. You're getting all of this out of me from a Rapunzel Mavis edit. But again, a question may arise. How are they putting these characters together if they've never fucking interacted? Have you ever heard of an AU? If you're watching me, you probably have, honestly. An AU is an alternate universe. So basically everything these characters did was within an AU of some sort because they never interacted in a real canon universe. If we go to the wiki, we can find... If we go to the wiki, we can find some of the most popular AUs of these 4 characters. I feel really crazy right now. There is the 4 Seasons AU. Who wants to go to the 4 Seasons Rise of the Brave Tangled Dragons AU? Me! This is really originally how all of these 4 characters got together. I think this is like the staple AU that started this. The 4 Seasons AU basically took Jack Frost's character as the winter, obviously, and made the other 3 guardians of the different seasons. So in a lot of these, I think we mainly had Rapunzel as spring, Merida as the summer, and Hiccup as the fall, along with Jack being the winter, shockingly. But undoubtedly the most popular AUs with this were the Hogwarts AUs and the modern day high school AUs. And when I tell you there are thousands of AO3 works on this. So many. And it's not just a bunch of one-shots. I'm talking 40,000, 60,000, 100,000 word stories about this. They are writing their own They're writing their own yay novels. Yay! If you didn't get the joke, I missaid YA. YA. I meant YA. There's also the popular Avatar: The Last Airbender AU, which again goes with seasons, controlling, you know, things we've already clarified. In the Hogwarts AU, Rapunzel was usually Ravenclaw, sometimes Hufflepuff, mainly Ravenclaw, but I feel like she's more of a Hufflepuff. And I didn't even read Harry Potter. I read 2 books. I don't even count. Hiccup was frequently in Hufflepuff. Jack Frost was usually in Slytherin, and I bet you can't guess what Merida was put in, considering the title of her movie. Yeah, she was put in Gryffindor. But the wiki says she was put in Gryffindor because of her red hair. So I just don't think that's it. So we think there's actually a correlation there. And before we get into some of the amazing fan art, fan edits, everything created by this fandom, and trust, it is amazing, I feel we need to discuss the ships because this is what a lot of people have issues with. Because with this edit, I see a lot of people talking about, what about Cassandra? They don't even know each other, blah, 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 blah. Talk about a crack ship. Pause. Okay, Cassandra didn't even exist back then, and this edit is putting respect on this fandom's name. I'm an adult. 2, people are so restricted nowadays. I think this really shows how fandoms have changed in the sense that back then, nobody cared. People just wanted to create and do things, and it didn't have to be canon. I mean, the whole point of this fandom was things not being canon and being able to do whatever you want. And I think because of that, honestly, I'm telling you, I tried to find beef. I tried to find the tea with this fandom, and I really came up with nothing. If any of you guys has tea, lore, beef, things that occurred in this fandom in the good old year of 2012 when the world was supposed to end, please inform me because I really want to know, but I couldn't find any. And I think from what I've heard, it was a relatively peaceful fandom. It still is. It's still around. But I mean, nowadays, people get upset for people shipping things within the canon. If it's not illegal and it's not incest, I mean, go ahead. I'll be honest, people are gonna hate me. When I was like 12 or 13 and I watched My Hero Academia, there's like a sniper on my head. I shipped Kaminari and Deku, I want to say. I don't know why. I think I just really liked Kaminari and I really liked Deku. And I was like, Yeah, they could fit together. If I said that out loud, I would be shot on spot at the age of 13 years old. Heck, I shipped Izuocha, the one that actually became canon. If I said that out loud, people would be fighting me and sending me death threats in the comment section of a TikTok. Not that I've experienced that before. The thing is, fandoms are very constrictive nowadays with what you ship. It feels like you have to ship the most popular ship, or death to all of them. And the thing is, you don't. You don't even have to ship things that are canon. And that's what we learned from this fandom. But anyway, moving on with the ships within this. So the most popular in this fandom, I want to say, was Jack Frost and Rapunzel, I believe, and then Merida and Hiccup. But a lot of people also shipped Hiccup and Jack Frost, Merida and Rapunzel. There's actually a ship chart I want to show you guys that I found that's actually crazy. This ship chart shows you what the ship names of these big four were called, and it also involves their names if they were in love with themselves, such as Hickcest, I don't know how to say that, Rapunzcest, Maricest, and not Jackcest, Frostcest. I don't know if there was a lot of self-shipping in this fandom. I really don't think there was, but this was also during the time of the once-lure. So, you know what? I wouldn't be shocked. But yes, the most popular ships in this, I want to say, are Maricup and Jackunzel. Who is the best name in all of this? Hijack. Hijack's freaking cool. That's Hiccup and Jack. Hijack? Okay. That's freaking cool. Now again, you might be thinking, where does Mavis and Rapunzel come in? Pause. Okay, we're getting there. Eventually in 2013 or 14, Frozen came out, and Frozen literally overtook the world. Like a massive avalanche. It just covered the whole world, and I don't really think anybody has escaped yet. It made Disney so much money. I loved Frozen so much growing up. Oh my god, that movie was crack. I would walk around on the playground every day singing Let It Go with my friend, and I thought I could sing it better for her. Was Ariel me a Was I the problem? Anyway, eventually because of its popularity, character tropes and archetypes, and its CGI animation, Frozen was shoved into this fandom, and that's when the big four were kind of destroyed a bit. It became the big six, and then it became a lot of things later because they kept just adding all the CGI movies into it, which is where Mavis came along, and the Mavis Rapunzel ships got really popular, and Mavis and Rapunzel's kids was Vanellope Von Schweet. For some reason. Cool. Yeah, that makes sense. Actually, it kind of does. Like, that sounded like sarcasm. No, it does make sense. But anyway, with the addition of Frozen came Jelsa, Jack Frost, and Elsa. And this is where a lot of people actually got introduced to this fandom because this shit blew up. Do you guys remember the YouTube animations? The brain rot of Gen Z? And it was all just Jack Frost and Elsa. And they're still the funniest videos out on YouTube today. But a lot of people blame Elsa for the fallout of this fandom because they just kept adding new characters and people lost love for it, and the original four were broken up, and people have their issues with her, okay? And I don't know whether Elsa was the true fallout or not of this, but I do know that she eventually led to Mavis being and Mavis and Rapunzel being a thing, and this edit being made, and then this video being made. So really, I owe it all to Elsa. But before Elsa, the big four were a sacred group that a lot of people grew to love and respect. And so I just want to show you guys maybe some popular pieces of fan art and fan pieces, and we can appreciate this together now that you actually understand what might be happening here through my incessant yapping. By the way, there are so many people who do better explanations of this. I'm just a yapper who likes to talk about this stuff and look at the little media and stuff, but there are people who actually have well-informed videos on this, so go watch that. A lot of these fandoms would include pieces like this, which are edited together, like spliced to make it look like she's in Hiccup's movie. And this is what a lot of people would spend their time doing. Like at 2 a.m. a 14-year-old would just be like cutting in Photoshop every single piece to make those things fit together. And there were so many like comics and art. There's so much, guys. There's too much for one video. I'm literally begging you to go on Tumblr and just look this up. You see, someone would post something like this and people would lose their goddamn minds. They'd be like, yes, and this is on DeviantArt. This is the ancient texts. These are the scripts that we have to carry on to future generations. We have to prove to them that it is okay to be delusional. And just the graininess in the film on the, like, in the moon and the shooting. This is peak Tumblr 2012. And I mean, the fan art is so cute. Everything that these people created is so cute. However, you might recognize this photo and associate it with the Hogwarts AU more. I love this photo. It means so much to me. I don't think I've said this the whole time. I was never in this fandom. I was literally a child. I vaguely knew of its existence. I've just educated myself since. What gets me about this photo is that, you know, they're putting the heads on like humans and it just doesn't always sync up properly all of the time. And they did this a lot. Like this and this and this and this, and who could forget this one? Trust, it just keeps on going. And it's not only with Hogwarts. They did this with Divergent, Twilight. There is even a 50 Shades of Grey AU. Not touching that, because I would have to wash my hands a lot after probably. But even in their just regular high school AUs and modern day AUs, they would just edit these CGI heads onto human bodies so often. And it is so funny. It is so good. That is my favorite part about this fandom, is what I would say if it was my favorite part of this fandom, but it's not. The fan art is amazing. Even the edited photos are amazing, but my favorite thing to come out of this are the edited projects. And most of the time I watch the multi-edited projects, MEPs, which I believe are made by multiple editors at once, but I could be wrong. I could be really wrong. But anyway, MEPS. Do you guys remember how they would splice and put the character in one movie inside this character's other movie and make it look like they were both in the movie together? Right. They would do that, but in video form. Do you know how hard that was back then? Like, these are literal insane work of arts. And some of them are still on TikTok, which I think is a great way to utilize this if you want. But if you just want to see what this kind of looks like, don't worry, I have a few favorited. Not like for like my free, like for this video. I don't just like have that. Here is a famed Jelsa one for you guys. Tell me that is not the cutest thing you have ever seen. Like, yes, it does look a little ass sometimes, but that's the point. That's the what word am I looking for? I don't know what word I'm looking for, but that's the good part of it. This comment is taking me out. Oh, so this brick is a boomerang. It came right back around 11 years later. If you guys want an example of someone who isn't, you know, in those constraints, here's a very popular ship, Prince Charming and Eric. Like, I'm so sad. I don't even know what happened. Why is Eric dead? And I'm so sad. And honestly, yes, it does make sense. Look at Prince Charming. That is a gay man. Prince Charming is gay and Prince Eric is a walking bisexual. How did we not clock this before? And like, this is popular. When I tell you there are so many Prince Charming and Prince Eric edits like this, so many. There's also Prince Eric and Dimitri from the movie Anastasia. I'm just gonna tell you guys, there was a video on YouTube that is my Roman Empire, and I'm just gonna let you guys look up Disney MEP Dimitri Prince Eric, and you can see it for yourself. It's insanely good, and it is my Roman Empire. Oh my god. But the thing with these Disney MEPs is the fact that they're not only Disney. Like this whole video has said, it's not canon complacent. It's different studios as well. For some reason, Ariel and Tulio from El Dorado, very popular.
You said it was true love. Wouldn't that be hard? You can love me wrong, 'cause I mean you had a heart. I tried to help you out. Now I see that I can't, 'cause how you think's the kind of thing I never understand.
She's done. She's like, God damn it. These men. But I am like, I cannot explain how many of these things there are. There were so many. Oh my god. And they're all on YouTube. They're all like the OGs on YouTube. And it's actually, what is this? Sorry, I just saw one labeled Evil Eric and Cinderella. We're watching this. Yeah, girl, I'm scared too, girl. Oh my god. Also, can we talk about how that's Cinderella 3 Cinderella? Objectively one of the best Disney sequels ever. Okay, moving on. By the way, the person making a lot of these on TikTok is named the Woodsy with 2 Y's. I just want to say they're eating the dogs, they're eating the cats, they're eating the Disney edits. If you're bored ever at 3 a.m., go look up Disney MEP on YouTube. If you have friends, it's even better. I guarantee you will be on the floor crying, either from laughter or actual pain that is caused by these edits. It is one of my favorite things, and I'm so upset that more people don't know about this. And there are so many of the actual big 4. The other ones are just extensions, and the fact that like people are just inspired to edit different people into different movies. I cannot stress enough, that is like an insane talent. But I don't think I would be doing this video justice if I didn't show you guys the Big 4, the movie trailer. It has 500,000 views on YouTube and was released 11 years ago. I think this is a lot of people's Roman empires, and I've never seen it, so we're gonna go through this together.
We face a threat greater than ever before.
How did you find me?
We need your help. Ah! What the? There he is.
You were chosen.
No. You don't want me. I'm Snowballs and Fun Times.
Oh, we laugh. Tell that to my friend.
You gotta be kidding me.
Kids?
Okay.
Why am I locked in right now? What the hell? Like, this is...
Kill fear.
I'm not afraid of you.
Stop, please wait.
Okay, we got the team together. This is pretty cool.
I know. But we've got to keep our heads.
You're all hard work.
Oh,
This is not helping.
haven't any of you ever had a dream? Our stories are not yet legends, but in them, our bond was struck.
Whoa. This is crazy. This is insane. What?
Don't hurt her!
Wrap it up. That's probably the best thing I've ever seen on YouTube. Why do I want to watch that? That is a YA movie trailer. Like, I know exactly how the plot is going to go. I probably know the exact jokes that are going to be made and the way that the characters are going to break up in the middle and then they're going to come together at the end. I know what will happen, and I still want to see it. Actually, let me write the movie. And again, that is an insane talent to have, especially cutting and masking. That was really good. I understand the hype, and I hope you guys do too. You know, this is still around, and history is even repeating itself separate from this fandom. I don't know if you guys have heard of the Hope Kids. The Hope Kids are 4 characters from recent Disney and Pixar movies all coming together, and, you know, literally the same thing. They're just characters go well together, yap. You can just rewatch the video if you want. But this is what I love, because history is repeating, but also these ones are mainly on TikTok, and their edits are, like, very modern, and it's so... Guys, like, look at this.
Do you think I'm weird?
Oh yeah, no, you're fucking weird.
I don't know, I just love looking at them to see, one, edits have changed so much, but like, just like the environment of the world has changed so much. It just feels so cutie. Hope Kids is such a cutie thing. Like, if I was a 12-year-old on TikTok, of course I'd be making fan art and watching edits of this. Hello? And there's a lot of fan art of it too. But again, this is a big topic, guys. I'm giving you guys a homework assignment. Go experience this for yourself. You got TikTok back. Now hop on that app and start looking at these edited projects, like, please. Basically, I just think social media has always just been such a unique space where people can come together and create content surrounding things that aren't even canon. And I love the way that media and social platforms have combined in this way, because it gives people the ability to build upon stories, engage with different content, and even form new friendships. Tumblr, YouTube, Twitter, Pinterest, and now TikTok play a major role in fostering these environments. And I'm so glad none of them are banned in my country. At the moment, fandoms would not be what they are without social media, and I think social media has allowed fandoms to grow in such a sometimes toxic way, but also such an amazing way. And I love seeing the way it has changed over time. I mean, that Rapunzel Mavis fan edit is actually like insane work. Like, guys, I don't think you understand how talented you have to be to do that. Guys! But the way that it's on TikTok to a Chapel Roan song instead of on YouTube to a Tegan and Sarah song in 2012. Like, I love watching the way things have grown and changed, but they literally have not. It's still a brick that I placed a long time ago. The brick just changed its shape a little bit. Anyway, your homework for this video is to go educate yourself on this historical time period of the internet. And please, please go on the internet at 3 a.m. with your friends and watch Disney MEPs. It makes life worth living for me, to be honest. Anyways, I hope this video turned out alright and made sense and wasn't me just rambling. And I hope I actually taught you guys something. Sometimes I just think of myself as everyone's chronically online sibling. You can just come to me and I can info dump. Sometimes I can. Sometimes I'm not the most chronically online. But with shit like this, I wasn't even in it, and I know. We should have chronically online Jeopardy. I would win that so fast. If you guys have any thoughts about this video, feel free to type that in the comments below. And while you're down there, you can hit the like button, and while you're down there, you can hit the subscribe button. The majority of my viewers are not subscribed, so I think we should fix that. What was that accent? Okay, anyway, please subscribe. Also, go follow me on any of my other socials. I have a TikTok. It's not banned. Let's freaking go. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys are having a great day, and I love you. Bye. I drank the whole Dr. Pepper in the time of the recording, and I did not mean to, because it's 10 p.m. and I kind of wanted to go to bed. But it's okay because I have TikTok, so I can doom scroll. Yeah! Yeah!